I think most people really mean it when they walk down that aisle and they pledge their bodies and soul to each other. Regardless of what might happen in the years to come, I think most people at that moment really mean it. But you do get the exceptions. I met this one guy who had no qualms about cheating on his wife left, right, and center. And I asked him one day whether he doesn't feel guilty. And he said to me, "Ag, kyk nou, 'n man is mos nou nie eintlik 'n windpomp nie. Hy kan nou nie sy hele lewe lank oor een gat staan nie." But for those of you who truly remain faithful, how to keep those juices flowing can be quite a challenge after a while. After a couple of years, there's not a position that you haven't tried. You have even considered reading the Kama Sutra, but you don't know what to do with those positions. Like the broken flute, the mare, the box, the crab, the lotus, and wait for this one, the spin. All you want is good sex like in the earlier days. You have even decided to try the pop advice of the Cosmopolitan. Sexy underwear, an unexpected romantic dinner. Sexy underwear, a naughty toy. Sexy underwear, a long, slow bubble bath. That's to say if you both can fit in the bath. Listen, we don't all have Olympic-sized jacuzzis in our bathrooms. Sexy underwear, the lounge, the passage, the kitchen table, joining the Mile High Club. And after all of that, you go out and you buy. Yes, it's right. Sexy underwear. And the reason why you keep on trying is despite the fact that her skin is clinging desperately to her body. And the cellulite is doing its orange peel thing on her thighs and on her bottom. And she's never lost that 7 kilos that she went on 14 diets for. And that the babies had sucked her beautiful boobs away. And that she's got to color her hair to hide the gray. And the magic wrinkle cream that costs over 500 rand a jar, that only takes away the wrinkles in her imagination and not on her face. And despite the fact that his erection can no longer hold up a Kleenex tissue. What to say about a wet towel? And that there's hair sprouting from his ears and from his nose and places that she didn't even know he had hair. And that his tight bum has shrunk away. And his tight stomach is hanging over his belt. And the receding hairline and the morning slime. In spite of all of this, they keep on trying. Because they love each other. Because he is her man and she is his woman. And that's what I've never had. And that's what for the first time in my life, that's what I want. The next day, after that dinner, he phoned me again like I thought he would. And we made another date during which I didn't have the guts to tell him about my other life. And during which he informed me that he was on his way to Sacramento, California to deliver conference papers. He's been gone for 10 days now. And he's coming back tonight. And we've got another date later on. And going on comments that he made on our previous date, I think that he's going to suggest that we become an item or something like that. Some form of commitment. And I want to say yes. We will go out tonight. We will come home together. And we will make love. And before we do, I will stand in front of him naked. And I will tell him about the clubs packed with men 6 nights a week, desperate to be desired. I will tell him about the many hands that caress this body, that my hair is really brown and that my boobs are filled with silicone. And he will grow quiet, and I will probably lose him. And many of you, if not most of you, will say, serves her right. What did she expect? And maybe you will hold each other a little tighter, speak a little softer, and love each other a little bit more. Will he reject me? Maybe. Maybe not. And by the way, my name is Natasha. Natasha with a J.